Remember to subscribe, it would make me and this cat very happy. Redditors who are married to Karens, how is it like? Divorce Karen. Haven't had a need to see a manager since. Thank you. But it is my favorite when family members or boyfriends swing by later to tell me they are sorry for Karen's behavior and that I'm doing a great job. I've been there too. Always makes me laugh, and also content knowing that those close to Karens are well aware they are indeed Karens. Once a covert of Karens appears, run for the hills. A collection of Karens is called a migraine. None of them are on here. They're on shared Facebook accounts named Karen Dave Smith. This exploded more than I could imagine. Thanks for the awards and my first gold. I actually know a Karen and Dave Smith. She's not a Karen though. Their daughter is a shit though. Sometimes it skips a generation. Yup, that's true. There are many peer-reviewed studies on this. Source, I'm a Karenologist. My mom is a literal Karen, as in, it's her name. But she's like a bizarro Karen. She will constantly ask to speak with managers and supervisors and bosses. But when said managers arrive, she unloads about the employee helping her out was fantastic, hardworking, and friendly. And then she'll spend 20 minutes trying to figure out if she and the manager know someone in common. 9 times out of 10 they do. As a kid it would embarrass me. As an adult it's one of my favorite things about her. She makes people feel good about the work they do, and it's really special to watch how wonderful she makes people feel. Plus she's got long gorgeous silver hair. Edit, Karen and I are crying with all the love and support. She's a wonderful lady, and to give my fair city a much needed boost, this Karen is a lifelong Philadelphian. Thank you all for making mine and my mom's day. Stay safe out there. A Karen. My sister is a Karen. She's spent her life working with the disabled and is currently an essential worker. Not married to a Karen, but married someone with a Karen for a sister. Sister-in-law is the freaking worst. I hate more than anything going out to dinner with her, listening to her order food, and talk to the servers. Holidays are also terrible. She sends out long lists of expected gifts list. She celebrates every holiday and birthday specifically for presents even when it not appropriate. Funny thing is, one time I was away from the dinner table when the bill came and still waited for me to return to pay the bill by actually handing it to me. She didn't give it to her sibling / my or pay her half, but expressly handed it to me to pay. BTW. Her husband is an idiot and they are a match made in heaven. Edit, I'm sorry to disappoint everyone, but yes, I did pay. There are many reasons as to why, but the biggest one is that it got me out of the restaurant faster. Also, it helps me control the tip. Another time we went to a family brunch where the bill was split. Karen still waited to see what other people tipped, so she could lower the overall tip percentage for the waitress to what Sil thought was deserving. We didn't know this until afterwards, when she bragged about it later, so no one even knew to stop her. And she is invited to these family meals because she has 2 children we want a relationship with, so she has that emotional blackmail card. My sister and Sil are both Karens. I will show up to restaurants 15 minutes early to warn them. I tell them, if it's not done to their liking they will hear about it, and they will make your shift hell. I'm just there as a warning. I used to work in restaurants and those people made life hell. I do what I can to help. Generally my drinks are better, and we get a free appetizer. As soon as those 2 tornadoes walk in all hell breaks loose. Not enough ice, table is too cold, it's too loud, etc. I also tip really big BC. I don't want to associate it with the 2 tornadoes. I love overseas, so I only see them 2 weeks out of the year. So it's manageable. Edit, I live overseas, but also love it. I only put up with their attitude because they could take my nieces and nephews away from me. I pick my battles. I need my N&N to know I'm always here for them and they can talk to me about anything. I can't risk our relationship being tampered with, especially since I only see them 2 weeks a year. I have stood up to both of them plenty of times, but I'm not about to have an argument every time I see them. After living overseas I have realized how valuable family is, and I need to accept someone, family or not, for who they are and nothing more. This has more to do with being at peace with myself. Only I can change my actions and reactions. I cannot change them, but what I can do is tip a few shots before they arrive and tip big. I've been blessed, not religious, in having a great husband and stable with money. During the quarantine I've started reaching out to my old friends who are not as fortunate and buying their kids iPads so they can do schoolwork, science-based activities and books. I think it's time to help those that are not as fortunate but work their asses off. And no, I absolutely do not post about it. They may send a thank you on social media, but it's not initiated by me. Remember to subscribe, it would make me and this cat very happy. It is the absolute best. I love my wife. Edit. I didn't write that. Blink twice if you're being held captive. Edit. He seems to be held captive. He's under quarantine. Blink 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 blink. 6 blinks. This is worse than we thought. Why is she getting ropes and a car battery? Run. My sister is a Karen. Everyone feels so sorry for her husband. Everything is his fault. He is treated like a slave. She only addresses him by yelling. She constantly insults him. We have no idea why he hasn't divorced her or flipped out and attacked her. We have all told her to cool it, and her response is that he's just so stupid. I could go on, but my sister really is a horrible person. Unfortunately, you may have to come to the realization that he's into femdom and your sister can suck the chrome off a trailer hitch. Oh my god. Not married to one, but mom was a major Karen back when I was growing up. Mom, can we just go? Was my favorite question. Then the apologetic nod as we leave the store. I really relate to this. All throughout my childhood it happened. I remember being an embarrassed 11-year-old walking around apologizing for my mom's behavior in stores and restaurants. It sucked. It's supposed to be the other way around. Edit. Grammatical correction. Added throughout and embarrassed and punctuation. Damn it mum. Stop being a little shit. It's my turn. Lol, precisely. Fuck you mum, stop racially abusing the minimum wage waiter. I want to unscrew the lid on all the salts and take a massive shit in my pants because I'm not allowed ice cream for main course. Instead it's I'm really sorry about mum, she's been unwell and doesn't mean it, I'm so sorry. It's funny now but actually kind of sad memories. That kind of stuff leaves marks under the surface. I had to be a full-time carer and adult at 11. I sometimes feel like I didn't get to be a kid for long enough. I remember being out shopping with my dad, so not a Karen, but the more stories I read of her the more he fits the self-centered narcissistic bitch that it entails, and him saying he wanted to bag his own groceries. When the poor kid doing bagging didn't move fast enough he damn near threw the kid against the wall. My husband's ex is Karen. She's a classic narcissist. When one of our feral hens started acting aggressive towards other hens, my stepson named her Karen. Edit. Wow, the most upvotes I've ever had. No awards, though. Ha. Also, we live on Kauai, so we differentiate between feral chickens and the ones cage raised for food and/or eggs. We have 5 or so roosters, 8 or so hens, 3 of which have 4, 6, and 8 chicks. We feed the adults oats and scraps and the chicks get chick starter until they can eat other stuff. We really love them, except the roosters. They're righteous bastards. KARHEN**. Not the married to one, but my mom's a Karen. Literally overreacts to everything. Whenever something doesn't go her way, you guessed, gotta speak to the manager or whoever is in charge. Sometimes really embarrassing to go out in public with her because she'll just yell at the service workers for the smallest of things. Also, she has a bob cut. My mom was a Karen for a while. She literally didn't realize it until my brother and I started calling her out on it when we were early teens because we're embarrassed. She made genuine efforts to change, and a few years later was the sweetest woman you ever meet. Just saying, there's hope. Close friends' parents are assholes, but she's really sweet. She learned bad behavior from parents, so she would be super rude when we went out if she didn't get her way, etc., but never to friends. I told her about it and she was sort of receptive but didn't really get it. So I started pointing it out at restaurants. Mary, that's super rude, WTF dude, Mary, chill, see stuff like that. Probably super annoying, but I made my point. She very quickly realized she was being a dick and she changed. If someone is a good person but they're being a dick, it helps to have a chat first. Maybe they just don't realize it. Yeah, I think we all have a little Karen in us. Sometimes someone point it or helps us work in it. I was a little racist in college. Didn't want to be, and some black friends pointing it out helped me realize. Not married to one, but my aunt is. My uncle is this soft-spoken giant. He never stands up to her in any way, except once. At their daughter's wedding, she was about to interrupt the ceremony to close a window because she was chilly. Everyone sitting close could hear her whisper, "I'm going to do it, but I don't want to be an asshole." My uncle, in a calm quiet tone, says quickly, "Why stop now?" Almost as if his filter just missed this one. I swear I could hear my dad snort to Rose back, trying to hold in laughter. Karen was not happy. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, share the video with your friends and family, and turn on notifications to never miss a video.